June is going to be a very big month for you. The name of the game is expansion, and the four words that were coming up that I really wanted to come through. I don't know how it's going to come through, but power, frequency, leadership, and authenticity. You are going to catapult forward when you fully own your power and claim it. I'm speaking to the ancient souls. I'm speaking to the star seeds, the mystics, the high priestesses. You are here to shine your light and step into your power and lead New Earth. You're here to anchor in divine love and higher frequency. You're here to lead by your frequency and your full authentic expression. The word power is just very prominent right now because this is like the last little piece is you've been hiding from your own power. You know you're gifted, you know you're talented, you know that you activate others, you know that you have a deep calling in your heart and you have your entire life. If this particular transmission is meant for you, it's because you know that you very much associate with the word mission, and it's not about like you being important or anything like that. It's about this big thing on your heart that you haven't been able to completely put your finger on, but you've known was there your whole life. So you humbly accept this mission, even though for a long time you maybe didn't even know what it was, but you've always known that you were here to do something big and you've always felt different. You've always been a lone wolf. You've always been, a sacred rebel, dancing to the beat of your own drum. Societal norms and expectations have never been your thing. It's because you were never meant to fit into the old matrix. You went through the dramas and the traumas and you've alchemized all the things so that you could be prepared for what you came here to do, which is lead New Earth. Period. Done. Hard stop. That's what you came here for. You would not be resonating with this if this was not true. You would not be resonating with the podcast, The Calling Uncensored. If you're listening to this over there, you would not be listening to The Calling Uncensored if this were not true. You are here to lead. And you can only lead when you are fully embodied and anchored in your authenticity, leading by your frequency, your true frequency, which is you fully embodied in your divinity and you fully anchored in your power. You cannot play small anymore. And you have tried that for a long time to dim your light and play small so you could be more digestible and more palatable for others. Because here's the thing, as a starseed, as a way shower, as an activator, as a leader of New Earth, you are highly polarizing. People are magnetically drawn to you. They are also triggered by you and they also project onto you. So it was a lot easier for you to fit in and play nice with people by dimming your light and dimming your power because when you speak, you activate. Whoever this is for, your voice is an activator. This is your sacred medicine. You're meant to be sharing. And there's other ways that you can be sharing too. It could be through art. It could be through poetry. It could be through music. It could be whatever. It'll be creative in nature though. Whatever creativity wants to flow through you, that is your sacred medicine. For me, I know my voice is an activator. I know my presence is an activator for others. This is this is a gift, and until you own it, it can also be a curse because you can't understand your own power until you fully embody it, right? Like, and that's what's coming online for so many is fully embodying your power and not running or hiding from it anymore because you need to fit in or be accepted. I'm sorry to share with you, but you did not come here to be accepted. That's not your mission. Your mission was never to be accepted. Your mission is not to be liked. You will call in soul tribe. You will call in your star family as you step fully into your truth and embody your divinity and align with your mission. But you were not here to fit in. You're not here to blend in. You're not here to play small. You're not here to make yourself more palatable or more digestible. You're here to be seen in your power, and you have to be able to see yourself in your power first and foremost. That's the message that's coming through. In June, right now, this month is a very pivotal time. You're going to be activated into this. You're going to be activated into this expansion, and you're going to feel called to create. Whatever that looks like for you, you're going to be called to create. And that could be through sharing messages like I do, but it doesn't have to be. I've been a verbal channel and very clairaudient and claircognizant for a long time, and I've always known that my presence, my frequency, and my voice activates codes of remembrance in other light leaders and star seeds that have not yet fully activated their truth within them. They haven't yet remembered the truth within them. They haven't yet remembered the ancient wisdom within them. They haven't yet unleashed the magic within them. They haven't trusted in their own intuition yet, right? Like all of that is part of this. And so I know that that's part of my mission. I'm an activator. I channel through high frequency transmissions. And this isn't coming from ego. This is me owning my gift because that's what I'm here to do. This is what happens when people get in my vicinity, or when you listen to this YouTube message, right? Or whether it's on the podcast or here, it doesn't matter. Like, this is what happens. And this is why it's all reflected back to me like, oh, that is really powerful. That is really powerful when you have hundreds of people come up and say, "Oh my God, you're talking directly to my soul. You just turned on codes within me." That is powerful. And I own that. It is a powerful gift, and it is not to be taken lightly, and it is to be used responsibly in alignment with my highest truth and calling to make the biggest impact that I can make, that is also self-honoring and in alignment with my highest timeline. And I don't even know what that is. I'm surrendered to the unfolding on that, because the need to control it doesn't even make sense anymore. The need to control it just sounds ridiculous, because infinite intelligence has it's way more fun playing with infinite intelligence and being in the unknown and not feeling constricted by logic, right? It's like, or what's possible, right? I'm not here to live a logical existence of what seems to be possible by a very limited mind. And neither are you. You're here to expand beyond what you thought was possible, beyond the mind, beyond the fear-based programming and the fear-based conditioning. This is why I put out in my other message that you're not here to live a mediocre life, because you're not. A mediocre life is one that is rooted in obligation, force, and efforting. And you're not here to live by obligation, force, or efforting. You're here to live by your divine feminine flow, creating and playing and channeling through the ancient wisdom as the oracle that you are, and sharing your sacred medicine with the world. And if your sacred medicine is something other than verbal channeling, that's what it is for you. But I know specifically for this transmission, there's a lot of you that are afraid to speak your truth and share your voice or share the messages that are on your heart. So I'm speaking directly to right now a lot of other fellow starseeds that are here as channels and messengers, and they're here to share their voice, and that your voice is an activator. But this will also apply if your gift and your sacred medicine is something else. All of this still applies, but there's a special message that might only be for a few of you or a handful or whoever. Your voice is an activator, and you're here to share what is being called through you, and you need to stop second guessing it, and you need to stop hiding from it and dumbing it down. And here's how you dumb it down, because I've been working with spiritual entrepreneurs since 2020, and this is always how they dumb it down. They second guess themselves, they doubt themselves, then they try to prove whatever messages that they want to bring through. They try to prove it, or they research it, or they compare themselves to somebody else that has a similar message, right? So they allow themselves to get stuck in perfectionism and comparison, and then they talk them, like, the ping was there, like the magnetism was there for you to share the message, and then you researched it to death, or you perfected it to death, and it completely lost its charge, or you compared yourself to somebody else, somebody else's message that was similar or something like that, and then you completely like feel like yours is not worthy of sharing or something like that. And these are the traps that the ego will keep you looping through, that keep you from fully stepping into owning your magic and your divine genius and sharing that with the world. But the message that wants to come through on your heart can only be shared through you, and it will be shared through other channels and very similar, in the like similar messages through other channels through their unique lens. But there's a reason why you went through your journey the way you did. There's a reason why you went through your own trials and tribulations and stuff like that. So you have reference points, and so you're going to be able to share things differently than someone else. And so even though collectively, for example, there's a lot of messages like this coming through right now that you are breaking free from the matrix, and that you don't have to work those jobs that numb your soul and that deplete your energy and that no longer align for you, and that it's okay to take a leap of faith on yourself and follow the calling and all those things. That's coming through a lot of different people. I'm sure you've seen other messages like this. But no one's going to share it the way I do. No one's going to carry the frequency that I do in these. No one's going to activate the way I do. And this is my unique expression. This is my unique soul signal, right? And yes, we are all connected and we are all part of the one, but we have a unique a unique signal and expression within the one. It's very similar, if you want to use an analogy, like a drop in the ocean. Yes, you're the drop, but you're also the ocean, right? You're not, the drop is kind of more illusory though, because it's still just all the ocean, right? But you get what I'm saying. You're connected to everything, but you still have an individual expression. That's part of the human game of life that you came here to play. So, long story short, is no one's going to be able to share it though I share it. No one's going to resonate the same with me, or no one's going to resonate with me the same that they do with someone else. So the last thing you need to be doing is looking outside of yourself and comparing yourself to others to try to figure out whether or not your message stacks up enough. That makes zero sense. That makes zero sense. Okay. You can't compare yourself to others. So I'm going into like teaching mode a little bit, I think, right here, because I'm talking directly to someone, and I'm like, someone's higher self is coming through right now and really wants to like wake you up, because you cannot play small and sit on your divine downloads anymore. The best thing you can do is get out of the perfectionism and imposter syndrome by taking a sacred action and doing what scares you. That's exactly what I always had my clients do in my first program called Sacred Leader Academy. They would literally share their message in the moment when the ping happens and it's magnetic. And if they couldn't share it immediately in that moment, they would at least record it immediately in that moment. And that is the frequency of that was created in. It's created in that frequency. And then that's the frequency that it's going to have when you put it out. If you don't second guess it and you don't doubt it and you don't beat the energy frequency down on it, right? Like you literally just like, you just kind of just like reverse the magnetism out of all of it. If you're over there second guessing it, doubting it, comparing it, perfecting it, and all the things, you literally just beat the frequency right out of your creation. So, what are you being called to do that lights you the fuck up, that is scaring you a little bit, that you keep second guessing and doubting and comparing yourself to with others on, right? Like, what is that for you? Where do you keep second guessing? Where do you keep doubting? Where do you keep going into the mind and saying, this doesn't make any sense. I don't know if I should share this. I don't know if anybody's going to get it. Or where are you not starting because you're starting at zero and you don't want to start at zero? Everybody starts at zero, right? Like, I can't even tell you how many times. Here's the thing. The metrics don't make any, they don't matter. The likes, they don't matter. The follows, they don't matter. All the things, they don't matter. You cannot gauge your devotion and you can't like allow your devotion to hinge on whether or not you see it looking successful in the external world. That's you being reactive to the 3D reality instead of creating from your power. So this is going to be like a wild month. This is going to be a wild month, and I would really appreciate if you come back to this video after something super expansive pops into your reality, because that is what's going to happen, especially as you continue to say no to whatever is not in alignment. There's a choice point coming, or is about, it's either on its way or it's already happened. It's only June 2nd, and some of you it may have already happened because June's not messing around. This is an expansive month. This is a month of activation. This is a month of redirection. This is a month of divine alignment with your Dharma, and you can feel it. You wouldn't still be here right now if you didn't feel it. So you need to trust in that. And as long as you continue to say no to what's not in alignment, there's going to be something popping into your experience that's super expansive and aligns perfectly. And it's going to be your faith that magnetizes it in. It's going to be your faith that magnetizes it in. And I'm here for that. I'm so excited because I'm on this timeline with you as well. And there's always more to expand into. This is going to be a wild, fun, magical month for those that are truly, truly, truly resonating with this and willing to step in to their power like 100%. You can't do it 90%. You can't do it 75%. And when I say step into your power, what I mean by that is fully embody your divine power and genius. Like, and how does that happen? Like, it's not, I know this is going to be annoying, but it's not a doing, it's a recognition that is now unwavering for you. It's a recognition and a remembrance. It's an activation within. It's not a doing. You're being this now. You are moving into this new level of embodiment that is unwavering, unapologetic, and unfuckwithable. You are unshakable. You are rooted in your power and your authenticity in June, if you choose it, on a conscious level. And you do that by being here now with you. You cannot embody your power when you are lost in the mind, when you are going back and forth in your mind, and your mind is going to be trying to cast doubt on you and trying to play off of your insecurities and trying to trap your conscious awareness and get it looped back into the dualistic mind. So it's going to use fear and your insecurities and all the things as little carrots to get your attention. But for the one that I'm speaking to, whoever this is, and this could be just a few of you or whoever, if you're listening, you are catching that. You are no longer playing that game. You are done playing the game of scarcity. You are done playing the game of unworthiness. You are done playing the game of lack of empowerment. No, that's not the game you're playing anymore, and you're owning it. In this, you're owning it in this month, and it's going to cause a ripple effect for 2025 that completely aligns you with your dream timeline, your highest dharma timeline that you've always known in your heart of hearts was meant for you, and that is what you're activating now. I know this is a bold message, and I know that obviously there's going to be a lot that this 2025 is going to set the stage for even more coming in 2026. But this is going to be a pivotal month for many of you that is going to go down in history as the month when everything shifts and you fully choose you. You fully choose you, and you will be divinely compensated as you do. But it's going to require that you act on faith. It's not going to be because you saw all this proof first. That's just not happening. So you got to just be okay and on board with that and embrace the unknown and the mystery where all things are possible. Because now you get to play. You get to play, 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 play. No rules, just play and create in the flow. You don't want that linear, logical life. You want to play in your multidimensional, expansive self and call in all of your soul gifts and all of the ancient wisdom that you've been cultivating for lifetimes because you are here to activate those that are awakening during this time of ascension. So I think that's it for now. If you do want to dive deeper and work together, you can find the links for that wherever you're listening to this. I recommend Rise Sister Rise. If this particular message resonated with you, it is for the ancient souls, the star seeds, the light leaders, and the mystics. You know who you are. You're here to share your divine genius and unleash your magic on the world. And if that's you, then Rise Sister Rise is created specifically for you, and it's a portal and initiation into your highest Dharma timeline. So if that is interesting to you, check out the link. And you can DM me on Instagram, the word rise at spiritual CEO. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them for you. So I hope this finds you well. And until next time, namaste.